Hello, I'm already in my pajamas and it's only like 5 o'clock. But today I'm reading this book, Trim, Carpentry, and Built-ins. Material takeoff, trim takeoff, how to purchase the amount of lumber you need, all of that. Like, I'm not gonna be using that as a handywoman anytime soon. So I did find something interesting. My glasses are going so high up my face. So, some interesting things about screws. There are two types of styles in screws, the common or bugle head. And bugle head is where the threads of the screws are from the tip to the neck, or to almost to the top until you have that flat part. A common style screw is where the threads only go like 2/3 of the way up. When it comes to like the length of the screw, when it's a flathead, it's measured from the tip to the very top of the flathead, so the entire length of the screw. But when it's like a round head screw, then the measurement of the length of the screw is from the tip to the bottom of the round. You know the Phillips head, right? There's also square and square drive, and then a slotted screw is the name when it's like a flat head, the line head. And the square ones are the best because they don't strip as often. I'm trying to keep Sugar in frame so at least he can look at a cute dog because of this short video again. But you know what? This book has so many terms I've never heard of, and like different names for different moldings. I'm only familiar with crown molding, which I feel looks kind of outdated, but you know, people like that. Another word, or yeah, there's a bunch of words like different kinds of molding, like bead, ogie, quirk, architrave, cornice. I know what a cornice is. No, I don't know. I've heard of it before. But wainscoting, never heard of before. And that's basically like a decorative wall that only goes like 2/3 or a third up the wall. Which I have seen before, but the ones in the photos are like very old-fashioned looking. I wonder if a lot of houses, like a lot of modern houses, still have that, because you know, the housing market here is pretty crazy, and I feel like there are almost always a lot of new homes popping up, and I want to say, if I could say, I feel like I go into newer homes or like newer townhomes than older homes these days, or like it's been remodeled so everything looks really new inside, and I never see wainscoting, so I wonder if that's still a thing. What is this book? Will the real mahogany please stand up? It's not from Eminem. Yeah, the anatomy of a window. This is all new to me too. Like the header, okay, the header, I know that, not in construction, so like that big piece of wood on top of the window. There's also the jambs, which I'm familiar with, which are all the sides. But then when it comes to the trim and the decorative parts that I'm reading about, the bottom flat part of the window, if it's like sticking out of the wall, is called a stool, while the decorative part that's underneath that, if there is one, is called an apron. So what I'm understanding is like trim and casing, it's not integral to the structure, it's just decorative, because like obviously I live in an apartment, my window does not have any molding, any trim, any casing, so I guess it's just strictly decorative and preference, but it's very interesting. Will this information be useful to me anytime soon? Oh my god, I did not know that when you have like crown molding, there's cove molding, there's ogie molding. is most often what people mean when they say crown molding. Oh, interesting. Other than the band one that sits like up against the ceiling and flat against the wall, I did not know that all the other ones are installed at an angle. So there's like that little gap right there. Wow, I did not know that. Many times. I don't think I knew exactly what it was, but this book talks about the difference between coping and doing a miter. Is it miting? That's not a word, is it? But anyway, so a miter, if you guys don't know, is when you cut usually 45-degree angles to like fit an inside corner. Inside corner being like this, and this side. I think most people that watch my videos know that. But anyway, the coping way is where you, if you're doing baseboards, you put like the straight edge from the manufactured, like the, what is it called? The machine edge? Is that what they call it? Well, anyway, just a straight, flat, rectangular edge, right? You use that to fit the corner. And then with the other piece of baseboard, like let's say it's like it's not just a square baseboard, it's a baseboard that has like a design on it. So with that, when you cut for a inside corner, we did the miter way, where we cut 2 45-degree angles, and then just hope that we cut it accurately enough where it would just, you know, fit perfectly. The other way, and the way that this author suggests, and that is better, is the coping, where you use one side of the baseboard, even with the design, like one side that's like cut straight, use that, and then you get the piece that you're gonna put on the other side corner, and you're gonna scribe with a pencil the design of the baseboard, and then cut it manually. There's a thing called a coping saw. I'm kind of just looking at the pictures at this point. But yeah, I think this book is a little bit too out of my knowledge. I might revisit it, but I think I'm just gonna stop there because I'm just basically backtracking and Googling a lot of the terms because I've never even heard of it. It doesn't explain it because it's kind of assuming that you're at a certain level of knowledge in carpentry, and I'm not there yet. So here's Shuguru. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you tomorrow.